Hey guys, Dan Heilman back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about two catalysts that are helping push this price up. One is something called the moon phases. I've been dubbing it the bull moon and the bear moon. We'll talk about that in a minute. And we have inclusion in the QQQ for MicroStrategy, which means passive Bitcoin investment. We're going to go through some price action here, what's going on, what I think is going to happen over the next couple days, and let's begin. So very first thing, if you've never heard of the bull moon, here we go. So if you are on TradingView, you can just add an indicator and you just type in moon phases. There you go. And I have been dubbing this the bull and the bear moon. Look what we got going on here. So today, this morning, started the bull moon. I believe that's a full moon, and I think the bear moon is the new moon, the no moon. So you can see right here, if we go backwards, here we go. We got a bull moon. We went up a decent amount. We got a bear moon here. It usually only seems to affect maybe the beginning of this cycle, right? So you can see we had a couple days down when we hit this bear moon. You can see here, bull moon, we went up overall. Bear moon, first couple days were down, and then it kind of a little bit more down and then back up. Bull moon, up. Bear moon, again, the first couple days are usually down. And we saw this kind of here. We had a couple days down, and then a little bit of up movement as well in the last bear moon, and then bull moon, bear moon, bull moon, bear moon. You can see it's pretty damn accurate. It is pretty damn accurate, okay? Especially if I go like this, you can see bear moon, we went down a couple days and then back up. Bull moon, this one was kind of a fail for this specific indicator. No indicator is perfect by itself. Bear moon, that was a great example. Look at an entire time. So when you have a bear moon that aligns with some other support or resistance, like this line here, this channel we were trading in all the way from March to October, you can see if you have a catalyst, like you hit the top of this channel and we got a bear moon, it was even worse, right? Bull moon here, up, bear moon, down, bull moon. This is a great one. Look at this bull moon. Boom. Bear moon, this was a bad one. This one was a fail. This one didn't work. So we bulled right through that bear moon, starting from this bull moon here, bear moon down, bull moon up. I mean, look how accurate this is. It is quite good. A bear moon doesn't always mean that the price is going down. Just sometimes it means we won't get any price action, you know? So here's kind of just trading sideways. But the bull moons definitely seem to push the price up. Now, I don't know why this works. Some people say that people are more risky when you have a full moon because it somehow affects human behavior. I don't know if that's the reason why. I'm not going to really speculate on that one, but I just wanted to point this out. So, you know, we are now in this bull moon phase. You can see we've had one big candle and we have inclusion to the QQQ, which I think is going to be pretty huge for the price. So let's go look at that now. So if you don't know what MicroStrategy is, I guess I should start there. MicroStrategy is a company that is listed on the Nasdaq. So if we go over here, let's just talk about MicroStrategy real quick. Basically what MicroStrategy is a stock that was a company, and then they basically, if you've ever heard of Michael Saylor, he is the CEO of MicroStrategy, and he basically, what he did is he started buying Bitcoin, and that's all he does is he buys Bitcoin, and then he issues these kind of convertible notes, which is kind of like a bond that pay a return. So some people aren't allowed to invest in cryptocurrency, some of these hedge funds and stuff like that. So what he does is he makes these convertible notes that he can sell to people, and he basically just buys Bitcoin. If we look at a weekly price of MicroStrategy, it's quite insane. So if you look back just to 2020, I mean, the price of MicroStrategy was like $12, right? So if you go from $12 to the high, that is 5,000%. So quite insane. The cool thing about MicroStrategy is you can purchase this in something like a Roth IRA. I do have MicroStrategy in my Roth IRA, and there's even leveraged versions of this that I've talked about in other videos. If you want to see other videos about Roth IRA and different crypto assets that you can purchase inside of those, we're getting some big pumps from some of these for sure right now. But you have things like MSTU and MSTX, which are also leveraged MicroStrategy. So usually what happens is you have something like Bitcoin. You can see it's at up 2.2%. MicroStrategy is kind of like 2x leverage Bitcoin, so that one's up 4%. And then MSTX is 2x leverage MicroStrategy, which is now up 8%, right? So 2, 4, 8, those are multiples. MSTU is lagging a tiny bit with only a 7% instead of an 8%. There's some fees and some other stuff they have to do. Yeah, so I just want to talk about MicroStrategy real quick before I talk about this news, because maybe it'll make a little bit more sense. So that's what MicroStrategy does. That's what they've been doing. And now they have been one of the most profitable companies in the Nasdaq for, a couple months now. They've been even beating Nvidia and stuff like that, which is very hard to do. So now they have had such high profits and such a big market cap now on their company that they are basically invited into the Nasdaq 100, aka the QQQ. So now people are going to be purchasing this. I'll leave this article here. You should definitely check this out. It's going to be really interesting because now it's just passively going to be added, right? So here we go. Palantirs got added recently, and there's just a lot of these that are going to get added into the S&P 500. Now, I don't believe this means they're added into the S&P 500 like all of them, but you can see many large index funds like the QQQ track the Nasdaq 100 and must own all of its members' shares, meaning everyone in the top 100. Now, I don't know if that is all of these. I don't know if it's all of them here. I guess we'll have to wait and see once they officially get added. There might be news of this on Monday, and I think this is going to force a big price push on MicroStrategy on Monday. So right now, a lot of people have been shorting MicroStrategy. You can see we had this massive push to the upside, and it was basically like one of the most shorted stocks of a very long time. You can see we had a single daily candle of a 30%. I actually converted a little bit of mine out of MSTU. I took a huge profit on MSTU. I think I purchased about November 4th. I purchased here and I sold about right here, up basically almost 300%. It was insane. I made a nice big chunk of cash and I cashed out a little bit out of here, thankfully, because now it pulled back almost 50%. But I rolled some of it back into MicroStrategy because it's just a little bit less risky than MSTU, MSTX. But anyways, we got a lot of big news coming. I think we're going to see a nice big push on Monday. So we'll see what happens here. I think we will see a very nice push. If we might even break it now, because the news is already hit. And then once the stock market is open, 9:30 a.m., at least for me, Eastern Standard Time, on Monday, I think we might see a big push above this if we don't break it in the next, whatever that is, 12 hours. I think we could possibly break it already. You can see a lot is up. When we took this other dump right here, I actually closed some of my leverage positions because I was worried we were going to kind of pull back and retest this line right here. I was worried that we were going to retest this, and if Bitcoin is to drop about 4%, you'll see alts drop a lot. So unfortunately, I closed some of my leverage positions, and then these positions are back up. I did reopen some of them. So I opened a dot position about, I don't know, $8.5 or so. I opened a couple ADA positions. So I opened those around 1.04. Wow, I bought the exact bottom. Cool. I bought the exact bottom. I had one order filled at 1.04 and I had one filled at 1.05. So I have those leverage positions right now on Bitunix. I can show you those real quick. Yeah, so here we go. My dot position is up, wow, 24% already. Just 5x leverage. I don't like using a lot of leverage. It's not a lot of money. I only put $50 into it on $150. I hold most of my trading in spot, and then I leverage trade with small amounts of money. I like to leave a lot of cash on the side in case I want to, if there's a big dump, I like to leave a lot of cash so I can open up some leverage positions in an emergency to get some nice big orders. I do have some other orders still on the book, so I still have ADA and DOT orders on the books in case we do see another pullback in the next couple days here. But I have a feeling that this news is going to rocket the price up a lot, and we're getting kind of close to Christmas. And usually when we get to Christmas time, we see some very nice pumps. If you do want to open any leverage trades, feel free to use my link in the description. I love Bitunix. It's a great exchange. You can use it in any country in the world, I'm pretty sure. Read the terms of service, but it's definitely legal in America, and there is not a lot of places where you can leverage trade in America. So I'm really happy about this. I've been using this exchange for quite some time. They have really good fees, and if you use my link below, you get even cheaper fees, and they have all these campaigns, and they have these anniversary trading events, and they have these new time bonuses when you come in, you know, depending on how much you put in, you get some extra cash on top. So it's a great exchange. I have a big leverage trade open for Bitcoin. It is about a $12,000 total position size. I'm up 160%, nice $3,000 in profit. And I've already taken out almost $2,000 in profit. So I've been enjoying leverage trading. If you do want to check it out, feel free to use the link in the description. Helps me out, helps you out. And then let's just finish up real quick with what do we got going on? So what do we think is going to happen here? I don't quite know, but I have a feeling that we're going to be blasting off sometime soon here. I'm really excited to see what happens over the next, as I said, during Christmas time, we usually see some very big punks. If I go back just real quick, let's talk about last Christmas time, what we had happen here. Oh, I was looking at the total Bitcoin market. That's what I was doing. I was actually looking at the altcoin market here. So if you look at the altcoin market, this is basically all of the altcoins excluding the top 10. So this is all the smaller cap. You can see, look what happened at Christmas time. If you look right here, there's Christmas time. We saw a big pump, right? So here is Christmas Day. And then from there, we just went up literally 700, 800% to the high. And it was basically up only. I mean, of course, there's a couple pullbacks right here. What do you have? A 30% pullback. That's a pretty big pullback. That's nothing to scoff at, but another 35%. So, you know, no 50, no 70% pullbacks, anything like that. A couple 30% pullbacks are very healthy in bull markets. If you don't have pullbacks, I'd be quite worried that you're just going to get a full-on crash, honestly. I think it's very healthy to have these 30, 35% pullbacks quite often. There's nothing wrong with that. You can see all of these were pretty much within 25 to 35% until the very top, and then when you see something like this, in my opinion, 65%, the top's in, right? You just dropped 65%. So hopefully you're going to try to take some profits up in this upward track here. So, all right, that's it for the video. Just want to talk about what I think is going to be happening Monday. I think we are super bullish. I think, you know, blasters are ready to go, and I think it's pump time. So I think after Christmas, we're going to see a huge push. I think we might see a pullback a little bit in January right before the new president comes in, and then especially if he starts doing strategic reserve and stuff like that. He actually, I think he confirmed today or something. I saw the news on X. Let's show that real quick. I've seen a couple people talk about it, you know, in the last couple hours. So I don't know if he announced something, but I've seen a couple of people.
A day one executive order. There's, you know, like
sorry. Day one executive order for a Bitcoin reserve for the United States?
Yeah, but so I know that there's people looking at the Dollar Stabilization Act. Is it gives the president wide discrepancy to protect the dollar, and there's potential to use a day one executive order to purchase Bitcoin. It wouldn't be at the size and scale of $1 million.
I'm just curious if this, there's a lot of speculation for sure. I don't know that there's any official news. I saw someone repost a couple things. Didn't I repost something actually this morning? Let me check myself. I'm trying to figure out where I saw this morning. Here we go. Trump confirms Bitcoin reserve plans, $15 trillion price boom. I don't know what this is or who wrote this, but I saw it passing around. So I did repost this just because that is hugely bullish if it's true. So anyways, that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Have a great day, everyone. I really appreciate all the support. Feel free to sign up for the different exchanges I have down there. I have BTCC right now that I'm trying out, Bitunix, which I try a lot. I have referral codes down there for Coinbase and TradingView and all of that. So if you want to try out any of those, feel free to use my links. It really helps me out and it helps you guys out. That's it. Have a great day. See you guys.